So before we get into this episode, be a Chad like my man Null Steve here. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, and leave a like. And in today's episode, I'm going to be bringing to you the best clips I received this week from you guys. And let me tell you, we got some damn good stuff today. And not gonna lie, a big part of that is because of my man here in Axcaret. Am I saying that right? Well, let me tell you, he's anything but that. It's pretty rare he misses a shot. So much so that I'm pretty sure that this one's on purpose. Is one of those ironic names, apparently. Does not miss. He calls that just a flick, and I'm like, okay, if he calls that just a flick, we have to check out the rest of his material. And I was not disappointed. So we are going to be seeing quite a bit of this man because he's got some really good stuff, guys. If you have anything like this, feel free to send it in to me because I just think this stuff is amazing. So this isn't really part of any real series. I'm just sharing with you guys things I think are awesome. But really, I would be like, rate these clips. And for me, practically all these clips that are included today are 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 at the least. Alright, who do we have next? Okay, same guy in Axcaret. Man, your name is hard to say. There's got to be an easier way. But every time I start one of these clips, I'm never sure what to expect. And I'm like, okay, he's going to get him with C4. It's like, no, we can do better than that. Oh, you're going to use your archer rocket right up in his face. It's like, no, we can do even better than that. Doesn't even come with his gun loaded. He does it all in the moment. Yeah, that's pretty badass. How's the family? They're good. Thank you for asking. You guys are too kind. But show me what you got. When you eject like that without stim, you feel like a badass. And I think a lot of people feel the same way about this game. Once a cool moment happens, you try to push that further and further. And I think that, to me, is what Titanfall is all about. I'm a lazy Titanfall player, but as soon as something cool happens, I turn it on as well. Where is this guy? And through the smoke? Yeah, I can get behind this clip. I really like the way it starts. It just starts with that beautiful ejection, moves into a long-range laser. It's like, yeah. Right now I'm trying to pick my moments. I'm like, anybody coming for this? There's a sentry, there's guys over there. I'm like, no. I see a guy through the window, and you know how I feel about windows. Any opportunities to go inside like this, I'm gonna take. You make the moments you can out of this game. Who do we have here? You guessed it, in Axcaret. Man, that name's hard to say. I love this clip. This is too funny to me. Look how he walks away, like, could it be any better coordinated? That seals the deal for me. He gets mercy. And he turns around and just obliterates the next guy that comes by him. It's like none to go around for anybody else. You are ruthless, my friend. I'm all about the execution just before the kill. I want good moments before, and what was that? 2 explosions? That's not at all how it looked from my end. And then doesn't register, shows an explosion on the back. I'm like, that's disgusting. It's just ugly. Kind of like tones, right? And I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of tone. Salvo cores, yes, but everything else to me just doesn't look that good. But my man here salvages it. Even if the other player notices, that animation takes forever to get out of. So yeah, nicely played, bud. Tell me if you've ever seen this before. A lot of that is definitely luck, but you can set up for that kill. Most Ronins will want to phase dash right through you and behind you, and if you dash backwards, there's a chance you can get them in that. Just kind of judge it out depending on how far they started. Sometimes they're actually looking to bridge a really far gap, in which case you would boost yourself forwards. Try it out, because honestly, it's a really good kill, and it's more doable than it seems. It seems like it would just be complete luck, but I think there's definitely some skill involved as well. So you may be wondering what's so special about this last clip. Absolutely nothing, other than I fall into this hole. I'm like, what a coincidence. But this clip actually has very little to do with me, and has everything to do with FunBust. We were trying to get him to that 200, and didn't make it in TED. Insult to injury, 199 kills, but he only has a score of 198. That doesn't make sense. Somebody explain that one if you can. Alright, we're back to my man Inaccurate. I'm just gonna say inaccurate. Inaccurate. You know, it's too hard to say. So this clip just keeps on giving. Okay, I want to just kind of throw you through my thought process as I was... So this is the first time it stuck out to me because he reacted to that guy up there so fast and all he saw was his shadow. Okay, so he knows what's up in Titanfall. Then he starts running around, his aim is kind of starting to come together, but at least you get a sense that he's not the regular Hemlock user. The regular Hemlock user would just be standing on that platform. And the regular Hemlock user does not use wall hang. And that's what I think really brings this build together. Like, I think he really understands what he's trying to do. This is wall hang, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But the way that he starts playing this, being as aggressive as he is and not just standing on the platforms like most people would when they're using a Hemlock, it all makes a lot of sense to me. And I just really like how he goes all in on it. I really like the way he uses the walls. He really understands walls. He's like, what's a secondary? I'm a Hemlock all the way. And I know how you feel sometimes in that regard.
Utterly devastating. Nice work, pilot.
Nice little skip. It's weird to aim, especially with this kind of zoom, while you're being as mobile as he is. It's super awkward. It's harder to keep track of where your character is because of the zoom in. It kind of throws off your depth perception of what's going on around you.
Dominating like a true 6'4".
And that brings us to the end of this clip, and I rate it pretty highly because by the end of it, I wanted to just go out and use a Hemlock. Any clip that can do that, you know it's a good one. And that was the only thing to say at the time. I'm like, yeah. And I meant it in a good way. I was actually speechless. It was probably a combination of having witnessed all the other clips. Like, they were really good stuff. I really enjoyed all the stuff you sent me, man. So, thank you. And it's nice to share it with everybody. Everybody can get in on the inaccurate train. I love how he just blew up his own Titan. I'm like, yeah, we're on the same page about this. Just looking for cool moments. L-Star's still one of my favorites. I tried the Eva. No, I don't feel that shotgun. I don't like it at all. It just doesn't stand up to the Mastiff. So for all of you guys that want to send in clips as well, remember the Discord, there's a clip submission section, specifically there. On Xbox, up your quality, because I do prefer if the quality is a little bit better. You know, 1080 I think should be the minimum. I'll take 720, anything lower than that, but it's like, ugh. Somebody had this sweet clip of shooting a grenade with a smart pistol. I saw this on Reddit the other day too. It reminded me of it. And that's a strategy that may be pretty strong. Put that with the ordnance perk, and this guy's throwing my timing off. He doesn't use the boost to hide his jump jets. I see the indicator the whole time. Just murders my timing. I have no idea when he's getting off. Everything all of a sudden goes super weird. Everything just likes right the hell out. And this lasts for, I think I end up dying about 2 times before it just resets itself. Super weird. But the smart pistol, it does shoot grenades, and it shoots your own grenades as well. That's the thing. I didn't know it shot your own grenades. So you can actually just throw it in front of somebody without cooking it. It's like an insta-cook, and then pew, pew, pew. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to try that. Hemlock. The Hemlock's catching on. Probably helps that I'm barely moving. I just assume I can just go in there like this. I'm like, yeah. No. No. It could not have been easier for a Tone or somebody using a Kraber right there. Yeah, I'm literally going backwards. I'm so lagged out. I'm going back in time. Yeah, weird. Have any of you guys been having this experience as well? I haven't had a lot of it. I've had it a few times, and I always just... I had it happen at the end of this other game that was pretty close, and it was with a bunch of heavy campers. They were using Spitfires, and I'm like... Is something fishy going on? I'm like, I wouldn't even put it past it. By how dirty they were playing in-game, I wouldn't put it past some people trying to do that. Probably just a coincidence, though. But yeah, imagine this is what regular games feel like to me. This isn't Titanfall. I need to get the speed back up. It's not gonna work when I'm going so slow. But I'm pretty ridiculous like that. Back to normal? Alright, that's nice. Finally. We ended up rounding out this game because they practically quit, and yeah, at the end of the beginning of the game was pretty good. It had some pretty good runs actually, but that is pretty much the end of this. We're gonna switch it up next week with a brand new video with a smart pistol and grenades. I don't know if we're actually gonna do that, but I do want to try it. I want to try it a little bit. I want to see how good it is, and by how good I mean how annoying it can be. Yeah, games are dragging on because people quit. Just go after the AI. Just seal the game off. Like, to me, it's I don't find those games fun. The only other thing I try to do is try to make some good moments. I've been like, I get people isolated in the back and we're gonna do something fun, and one of my teammates will come in and they'll see exactly what we're doing. That we're either having a duel or we're trying to do something funny, and we're chasing each other with grapples, EPGs, whatever it happens to be at the time, and they'll just be like, swing. It's like, guy dead, and then they just walk away. It's like, no, you know what you're doing. Let us have our fun. Leave us be. Leave us alone. Let us do our thing. And that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. On paper, cut to you, and I'll see you all next time.